So, NFL is back! NFL is goddamn back, and Sunday was that much better and more fun. As, of course, my 49ers destroyed the Steelers, and I picked the Steelers to win. We'll get to that later. First of all, let me introduce you to my fantasy. Let me give you my NFL background. I started watching in 2016, or 2017, a little later than the NBA, and I got into it more throughout these last couple of years, and now I'm completely into it. So, I don't know. I just want to talk about it a little bit also because I just love talking about sports all times, at all goddamn times, and it's so fun. And I want to try the fantasy stuff to talk about it here, right? And of course, then maybe we'll do also NBA, and we could maybe do a channel fantasy if some people would be up for it. But I don't know how we could figure it out maybe. Let me know if you were be actually interested for an NBA fantasy on the Sleeper app for the 2023-2024 season for this channel. If anybody's watching, really, I'll do a poll in the YouTube community, and we'll see how it goes. Nonetheless, that's actually a good idea. Sometimes I actually have good ideas. Here's my team. Josh Allen, he was my third round pick. Christian McCaffrey was my first round pick, of course. Antonio Gibson was my worst pick, maybe, but he's gonna get better. It was a weird game for the Commanders, to say the least. And I'm on Russell Brown, man. Oh my goodness, he's special. And he was a good pick. He was my second round pick. After CMC, I picked third in our fantasy league. Of course, CMC went after Justin Jefferson, and who was the other? Who is the other unconscious number? Was it Tyreek? I don't actually remember who it was, man. My brain is a little foggy right now, but I don't know. It was somebody who was unconsciously better than both these. Like, who am I missing? I'm forgetting completely somebody, right? Ridiculous, right? Who was the number one pick, man? Or number two pick? I genuinely don't know. That sucks. Hell yeah, I'll do it into. You'll. Okay, I hope you love my spiraling. It's always fun. I also have Devontae Smith, who of course played really well against the Patriots. Another really solid pick. Then I'll play Cole Kmet. Calvin Ridley, Princess Cavalry, man. Goddamn, Calvin Ridley was a great pick. And I was, I'm also a little hesitant to pick him because I have so many Week 9 players, but we'll see what we figure out in Week 9, right? Nonetheless, Trey Burks was a bad idea to pick here. Jake Moody also, Dallas defense, Anthony Richardson on the bench, Miles Sander, who's called Soreas because I called him a Soreas because he was compared to CMC last year, so that's an inside joke with my bestie because it was in our chat. And now it's no longer an inside joke because I explained it. Nonetheless, doesn't matter. Kyler's BFF, Marquise Brown. Hopefully Kyler comes back this season because it's going to be rough otherwise, but he still did fairly good. George Pickens also. I thought Pittsburgh would be better, and I still put Burks in here. I didn't really figure that one out, but now I'll be making videos about every week probably, so hopefully I won't forget anything. And David Njoku on the bench. He's called Chief because he has that nickname, and I don't know why, so I was lazy to learn. It's simple as that sometimes, right? And this is the matchup for week 1. I completely dominated, man. CMC dominated, right? Amon Russell Brown and Devontae Smith were really good. Calvin Ridley was great. Dallas defense was goddamn insane. 41 points is truly absurd, man. Jake Moody, my absolute beast of a pick, man. I'm so happy I picked him because, of course, you need a kicker here, and he was not a popular choice by any means necessary, and he was also questionable, really bad in preseason, and goddamn did he pay off, man. Did he pay off for me? Did Jake Moody pay off for me? Good Lord Almighty. We'll see how it goes, of course, over the next weeks, but it is what it is. Anthony Richardson, a really good backup, I think, here. Josh Allen hopefully will be great, but Anthony Richardson had a great week 1, and he might even have more points than Josh Allen, but thankfully I don't need him. And I picked over David Njoku, Cole Kmet for week 1 because from what I saw, he plays pretty good against the Packers, and he did play pretty good against the Packers. Better than David Njoku played against the Bengals. we were certainly disappointing, to say the least. And that's it. Next week I'll I'll pick the team next week, probably on Wednesday, right before Thursday night football, and we'll be here for my fantasy shenanigans. Hopefully you understand the joke, right? Play on word on the world shenanigans. I don't know. I thought it was funny. Maybe it really isn't, and I'm just cringy. But at least I'm free. Not yet, but I'm trying my best, right? Nonetheless, we'll see what happens week 2, and I'll be here to report it all. Now we finally can head on to the predictions. Let me show you my predictions now, because they were nonetheless quite bad. I wouldn't have picked the Lions to beat the Chiefs, even though, of course, the Chiefs, I didn't think that they would be, huge favorites, especially without Kelsey and Chris Jones, but I wouldn't have picked the Lions to beat them on ring night, and knowing that they weren't as great on the road last year, but this year is a new year. Yeah, very, very much so. The Lions were great, man, and the Chiefs just didn't have all their weapons, of course, and the Lions look good. That's all that matters in the end. And I would have picked the Chiefs, as you can see here. And then I'll predict every week. The Colts, I think this one will be a little more interesting than we might see coming, but I do believe in Trevor Lawrence and the Jaguars. So that was a great pick. And it was closer than, maybe a lot of us anticipated. A lot of people anticipated, because I actually liked, of course, what they have with Anthony Richardson, and such a shame that, of course, Jonathan Taylor is not playing, because, hey, that would have been great for a young quarterback, right? But it is what it is this year. Then I went completely over Bengals and Browns, where I absolutely convinced myself of picking the Bengals instead of the Browns, because everyone was picking the Browns to upset the Bengals. So I thought that too many people picked them to upset the Bengals. And now I'm explaining, like, how is his name? Richie in what is his name? Richie in Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Always funny. Like, I feel like Cleveland is such an obvious upset pick that I'm gonna pick the Bengals, but the Bengals, and I'm gonna pick the Ravens. Not even in Baltimore. I'll do that. Then right? Then I picked the Raiders because of Jimmy G Magic, and I was goddamn right. The Cowboys. Then I picked the Dolphins because I believed in them way more than I believed in, Brandon Staley, essentially. Yeah, and I was right. Tua looked great, man. Tyreek absolutely cooked, man. 200 yards, 212 or however it was. This is just insane, man. Absurd stuff from Tyreek, man. And then I'm picking the Bills against the Jets because I have Josh Allen in fantasy, which then I talked about. And then I I was once again playing mental gymnastics with myself and thinking of picking the Jets just so Josh Allen will play great. But at the end of the day, thankfully, it doesn't even matter, and I've already won essentially in fantasy. So that's my picks looking here. Then I picked the Steelers because Kyle Shanahan teams usually start off slow, and I thought they would. And Brock Purdy absolutely killed it, and it was great. Yeah, I picked against the Niners because I thought the Steelers would be better than they were yesterday. And I don't know, I just felt like we weren't going to be as prepared, but it wasn't a monsoon, that's for sure, which was last year, right? And Brock Purdy just looks like the real deal, man. So I'm happy I was really wrong, right? Beautiful start to the season for the Niners, man. It was truly sensational, and I did not see it coming. I did not see it coming to be this well, especially during the off-season, drama and the quarterback situation and the kicker situation and everything. But the defense is that's all dogs, man. They are so great, god damn it. And the coaching is really good. Brock Purdy looks like the real deal. Brandon Ayuk looks like the real deal. Extend him now with John Lynch already. And we still have Debo, right? We still have Juwan Jennings. Just so many great players on the Niners, man. It's truly a football nirvana, if you were to say. I'm gonna pick Pittsburgh. I've been on the fence.
serious?
I think of course, then I picked the Titans because I just didn't trust the Saints. Derek Carr proved me wrong, and I should have picked the Saints because I don't know. Then I picked the Eagles. There was nothing to talk about. I didn't even think it was be that close, man. I thought it would be easily for the Eagles, and then it was actually a really good game, man. And shout out to Mac Jones and the Patriots for making it interesting on Brady's honorage or honorage. What the hell did I even say, man? You get what I'm saying, hopefully. Uh, then I picked Washington because I genuinely trusted them to be better, and they did win, but good God, it was ugly. It was ugly, and the Cardinals played better than we all thought. So we'll see if Kyler Murray, when he returns and whatnot. But, yeah. Shout out to Josh Dobbs for playing still, man. It's pretty incredible. Then I picked the Falcons because I just didn't like the Panthers roster overall with their weapons. But Bryce Young did impress overall. He threw 2 picks. I'm pretty sure it was just 2 picks. But he still impressed fairly well to me. He played really good. Then I have to go, and you have to listen to this because goddamn, this was special. Bucks against the Vikings. I don't feel like I've picked one upset. And I don't know, man. Could Minnesota be on fraud watch and we see Baker get a week 1 win?
I am the smartest man alive!
Hey, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Let's be bold with this ish, man. That's what it's all about in the end. Once again, I have the Chiefs here like this because I thought they were gonna win, right? But I didn't. Huh? I went bold because I felt like literally based off nothing of football, but I felt like, of course, well, nothing. I felt like the Bucks roster isn't as horrible, right? And if Baker's just gonna play all right, they have a chance to beat the Vikings, who just always were in close games and were over reliant or Justin Jefferson, and they're just frauds. They're just frauds, man. Then I picked the Packers, or did I? Yeah, I picked the Seahawks, which was actually a really bad pick. Who would have thought that the Seahawks would start off the season this bad, man? There were so much hype, man. A lot of people are picking them to win the division, or were picking them to win the division. After yesterday, I think everyone switched to the Niners, right? But, yeah. I also believed in them, and thank God I did. Maybe I was the jinx, and maybe it actually helped us. The Niners did. So we'll see what happens next week when I pick the Niners and pick against the Seahawks. But I think the Seahawks actually don't have that tough of a week. Nonetheless, I picked the Packers, which I was right about. Wait, hold on. I was right. Yeah, I picked the Packers, and then I picked the Cowboys because I didn't trust the Giants. So I went 1-1, 2-1, 3-1, 4-1. We'll see if it goes 5-1, 4-1, 4-2, 4-3, 4-4, 5-4, 6-4, 7-4, 8-4, 9-4, 10-5 so far. Not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad. I have to print screen this ish for my friend. Wait, why am I print screen it when I literally have it on video? Nonetheless, that will be it from me so far from football week 1. I'll do week 2, of course, on what is it? I'll do week 2 on Wednesday. And yeah, I know this was a little weird, right? A little unorthodox, especially reacting to myself without the webcam. Like, what the hell am I cooking here? But it's fun, man. It's just so fun. I don't know. At least I'm bold, I suppose, and I have a fun personality, hopefully. Nonetheless, that's it from me for this week 1, and I'll catch you all next time.